So, like, I'm buying and selling a house at the same time. I don't want to be homeless. Like, how do I navigate that?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want you to be homeless either, Justin. That's the single most important thing to me, is that you're able to sell your current home and move into that next home without having to find housing in between those two things or live in a cardboard box. So I definitely agree with you on that, and that's my goal for you as well as your agent. Justin, in this current market, there's a couple different strategies you can use. The one that I recommend to most of my clients that need to buy and sell at the same time right now is to get their home on the market and then negotiate what's called a rent back. And I don't know if you've ever heard of rent back before, but in real estate, what that means is the seller has sold their home, it's under contract, and after it is closed, they can actually stay in that house for a period of time that's been pre-negotiated into the real estate contract. It's most typical in our market to have a 2 to 6 week rent back period of time, and typically it's just included in the economics of the offer, meaning you're not charging, or the buyer of the home is not charging you to stay in that house. It's just included, right, in the offer, just because offers are going higher than list price. So it's kind of just given to you as the seller, and you just take it for free. The other thing is, for a buyer, doesn't have a mortgage payment their first month, so it's not really costing them anything. So from a buyer's perspective, it's one way to make their offer stand out and be helpful to the seller and help you make that transition, and they're giving it to you for free just because they want you to take their offer. So in real estate, when we put an offer in on a home that's going to have a rent back, we always put in a rent back agreement. It's like a lease agreement basically, and that buyer becomes the landlord and you as the seller become the tenant of that home for that predefined period of time. You have to vacate the home on the date that's specified in there. So again, this is super common in our market just because it's really hard when you're selling a home and buying a home at the same time to go from one to the next home on the same closing date. You need time to pack your stuff, you need time to get out there and find the other home without being a contingent buyer and all those other things. So rent back really solves a lot of those problems.